And welcome back to a brand new edition of Snack-ime. I am the co-host, Garrett K. Jones, and with me is the loveliest and most beautiful lady in all of Tacoma and Yakima, Jenae. Which again, I love that top. It's working very well for you.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't have anything thematic, so I just went with X-Men.
Whatever.
So, how's it been? It's been a month.
It's been good, tiring but good.
Yeah. You know what's made it so tiring?
Possibly going through perimenopause. So
your lady bits are deciding to quit on you.
yeah. Well, mainly the hormone parts. So
I'm sure they've got an injection or something for that.
yeah, not until I see my doctor, because I've talked to them last year, the year before, and stuff like that. And they're like, "Oh, well, it's just you need to lose weight and you just need to exercise, and it should be fine." Pat on the back, and your labs are great.
I mean, you're mostly healthy, but you're not even 40 yet.
I will be in June.
Yeah, but not yet. You're still in your dirty 30s. Have fun. Oh, man. I miss talking with you one-on-one. You're fun. You get me. You're my people. So, this month, we are going to be watching, well, we've been watching through the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which is a mouthful. Not unlike the delicious cakes that we are eating.
Oishi kiki.
What kind of cake do you have? It looks like
it's just the chocolate cake from Walmart. So
mine is a cookies and cream cake that I got from our local grocery store. It's rich, and it's probably going to send me into pancreatic shock because it is incredibly sweet and sugary, and it's that like the icing is like a buttercream icing. Now, I'm not a fan of buttercream, but that seems to be like the easy thing to do. It works well because it's got the Oreo cookie and all that, but
yeah,
like the frosting that they have on, or they've got some like whip on top with a little tiny Oreo, and the whip is the hydrogenated oil crap, and I don't like that because it doesn't taste natural. It tastes weird. Washing down my bite of cake with some liquid gold here. I'm eating a side of diabetes with a side of diabetes.
There you go.
Yeah. So, oh man, it's been a crazy month since January. We're almost 2 weeks. We're what, 8 days into February? Well, as the time of the recording, yes. As the time of this going out, this will actually go out on Friday. So if you guys are watching this, it is my 44th birthday.
Whoop, whoop. Happy birthday.
I kind of wish I had downloaded that little video clip from Thor Ragnarok where it's Jeff Goldblum going, "It's my birthday."
That'd be funny.
I think I'll do that on Instagram.
There you go.
So last night I had a really fun event. I had the Moonlit Revelry Ball. I think you would have gotten a kick out of it. You and your husband would have had fun, I think. It was like,
I know I would have. I don't think he would have.
Maybe he could have walked in wearing a really cool cape or cloak or vest or something.
Yeah, that's not him. Unfortunately,
he's more like hiking boots and a ball cap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Most of the other authors that were there were kind of dressed up in character for their books. There's not any one particular character from my books that I will actually dress up as. So I was wearing like black pants and a white hooded t-shirt and stuff, and that was it. I dressed comfortably because I knew I was going to be sitting around for a few hours, not being comfortable. So got to be comfortable, right? So it was a lot of fun. Sold some books, and definitely better than the event that I did back in mid-December, and where I was sitting outside of a comic book shop for like 2 hours. It was freezing cold. Like it was like 38 degrees total, and it was cold. It was wet. It was foggy, and I sold a book. I only made $10 that entire thing, and this time around I made close to like $160.
Woo!
So I made back the cost of my table space, which was nice, but
that's good.
I did bring my own table, so it didn't really make much sense. I don't know. Vendor charge, I guess.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it was good. Sold quite a number of books in my fantasy series. No sets. Everyone was like first-time readers, but I did have one really fun experience where someone had purchased my book on Kindle weeks in advance, read through it, said she loved it, and wanted to come up and let me know that she had read it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really neat to have someone who has read the book and then coming up saying that they really liked it.
But she didn't buy a bookshelf trophy?
She doesn't like to have physical copies because it's easier for her to carry on to Kindle. I mean, I get it.
Trophy.
I get that. But she did buy a Kindle. So
there you go.
That's something.
That is something.
Which, for anybody who's interested, I have these delightful candles. They're handmade right here in my kitchen. This is called Air. It's thematic to the first book, The Heirs of Menenias. It is yellow inside and smells of sandalwood. Mm. Very robust and very beautiful fragrance. So, what about you? What have you been up to in the last month other than health stuff?
Just working. My son just got done with the basketball camp, and we're signing him up for baseball next. And my daughter is possibly going to be doing some swimming of some sort. So,
after baseball, you and your husband should teach him the ways of basketball. He might like it. It's all the shooting of basketball, all the bases of baseball, and all the trash talk you can muster.
We're trying to get him not to trash talk because he's not.
Oh, dang it. Well, there goes that idea.
Yep.
I'm going to be teaching my son how to do man check for anyone who actually is bigger than him and bullies him. Have you ever seen that? Did you ever watch Scrubs?
Yes.
There's a season 6 episode where where Dr. Cox ticks off his wife, and she sends her son Jack in, and he goes, "Man check!" He just punches him. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm still going to teach that to my kid. It's going to be fun. So, cool. Well, let's get into talking about the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which I did not get the title.
I don't know. I've never read the manga, so
I haven't either.
To me, it makes no sense from watching it. So, because it would make sense if maybe the main character worked at a flower shop, like his parents' flower shop, but he works at his parents' bakery or cakery.
Yeah, the patisserie.
The patisserie.
Yeah, it's a French bakery.
Yeah.
Full of all sorts of tasty stuff.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why that's the name, unless the author just really liked the title, but it's just a really long title. But I've noticed that with a lot of animes lately, it's like their titles are super long.
It's but it's probably not that long in Japanese. It's probably like 2 or 3 words total.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. but yeah, it was I liked it. It was easy to follow. So why don't you give the viewers out there a rundown of this particular one, since this was your recommendation?
Well, it's basically like almost like modern day Romeo and Juliet kind of a thing. There are these two high schools that are right next to each other, an all boys school and an all girls school. Basically, an all girls school is full of like smart, rich, elite girls, and the boys' school is more quote delinquents in a way, or the, like not the best test takers and things like that. And
Mhm.
so the girls' school, which is like Kikyo High School, like absolutely despises the boys' school with a passion. And the boys are like, even if the boys are like extremely nice and stuff, they just hate their guts because of the, I'm assuming because of the rap of them being delinquents and not being very good. So,
Yeah.
but one of the boys is the main character. He works at his mom's and dad's cakery, and he runs into a girl that he thought he scared away because he's a big, tall, scary looking guy, but he's like the sweetest guy ever. But people just look at him and immediately like, oh, he's trouble. He has bleached blonde hair. He has ear piercings. Stay away from him. And
Yeah, and
turns out,
I didn't
yeah,
quite understand that. That didn't make any sense. Like, I get that he's got the ear piercings and he's got the blonde hair, which that definitely stands out.
yeah,
But public schools in Japan do have lower standards as far as, I mean, you still have to wear a uniform, but
yeah,
other things they don't really necessarily have a problem with. Like, I was at a public Japanese high school and I was allowed to keep my earring,
yeah.
but yeah, it was kind of a weird thing where they're like, oh, he's trouble. I'm like, does he have a criminal record?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. It's just because the school he goes to.
I think also because even like looking at his friends that are on the screen right now, like they look more happy and approachable, and he's tall. His eyes look a little bit more sharp, so he looks like more intimidating and scary. But he's actually Rintaro's very sweet.
Yes.
And he bumps into this girl who he thought he's scared away, but then like she actually really likes him, and she was trying to get to know him. Like at the very end, like she had been in love with him like before she even started talking to him, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
And
like she was
I
going
felt
in there
really,
like once or twice a month just to eat a bunch
yeah,
of cake.
yeah,
I mean, if
just so,
that's not love, I don't know what is.
yeah, just so she could meet him. So
Yeah, and that's kind of the fun thing about this is that I mean, I kind of picked up definitely on the Romeo and Juliet thing because she goes to this really swanky private all girls academy. He goes to this rundown public school, and I'm
I
not
just
sure if
think
it's
it's right next to each other, which
right.
again,
Like,
you're trying to set
they
up
share property lines.
I just think it's funny that like, and who knows which school came first, or like if they were both like regular public schools at one time, and then it like converted into a nicer
Yeah,
school, and the other one just didn't. But
hard to say.
what I like is that like I wish this anime was around like growing up, because it's like it really teaches you like, oh, there are other people that feel like that, like I did growing up, kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm scary looking, I probably should stay away. And then they come to find out they're actually not that scary looking, or they're not, you know, things like that. Or like how like emotions like you're going through in high school. And a lot of
Right.
anime back then didn't have that. It was mainly either like magical girls or like
High tech flying robots.
high tech flying robots, or like Dragon Ball Z. So very action packed. So
Yeah,
I like this.
yeah. It's kind of an like I said, it's easy to follow. I don't see how the title really plays into the themes of the story, but like I do see like, well, I mean I kind of do. Like it's a slow burn romance,
Mm-hmm.
and you're watching it blossom, you're watching it bloom, and sometimes those romances are like the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because like she liked him without knowing anything about him. She didn't
Yeah.
even know what school he went to.
Yeah.
It's just, the one thing that kind of stood out was the the two guys that started to bully her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where they cornered her in that, you know, by her apartment or whatever, and it's like that's kind of a jerk move. Like you don't usually see that kind of criminal behavior in Japan, for one,
Yeah.
especially not amongst teenagers. And the fact that they were doing that just to mess with him,
Mm-hmm.
what does like that's the kind of thing you'd see like gang rivals do, and like he has no criminal record. What the heck? Makes no sense. Very confusing.
Well, like because like supposedly they were trying to find him originally because their quote friend or upperclassman owed him a favor, and it's like, why would that matter?
Yeah.
Your friend owed Rintaro a favor, or do you? Unless it was like a mistranslation and somehow Rintaro owed the other guy a favor, but it made no sense.
It makes the I guess it would make more sense if we watched the subtitled version.
Mm.
Even then, though, sometimes subtitles are not perfect.
Yeah.
Idioms don't run across languages very well. Like, case in point, when I was in Japan, I had this one girl come up to me and ask me if I knew who the Backstreet Boys were, and my thought is like, do I know of them? Am I familiar with their music? Like
but
and so
she
asking if and so like when I said yes, she's like, oh, what are they like I know them personally, and I'm like, I've never met them. I've never even seen them in concert. I've only seen music videos and I've listened to their music. Yeah, that is it.
Sorry.
But I did ask her a question. And the question was, am I your fire? And she ran off. She ran off. Probably rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Oh, goodness.
What I thought was interesting was like the length that the characters went to. Like it was interesting that Kaoruko was actually pursuing Rintaro.
Yes.
And usually that's not the way it usually goes. I mean, that happens like maybe once a year in Reverse Valentine's Day, which we talked about last year. But for the most part, it's usually, you know, pretty traditional where the guys are pursuing the ladies.
Yeah.
But Japan does have specific traditions where, you know, women will demonstrate their affection towards man.
Yeah.
That we probably wouldn't understand in Western civilization.
Mm-hmm.
So, aside from the main characters, though, I didn't really. I don't know. I didn't really. None of them stood out to me as far as remembering their names. I only remember the two main characters.
Well, like I like Rento's character friends, but I like how they each are like, well, it's like Rintaro just said he didn't want to talk about it right now. He didn't brush it off like he usually does. That's growth. That's like, because like he is just so surprised that he even has friends to begin with, because he had such a hard time in elementary school and middle school with making friends. So he's like constantly scared that he's going to lose the friends. So that's why he never talked about his parents owning a bakery or like what he does, kind of a thing.
It kind of makes me wonder what his childhood was like, that he felt that it was that difficult for him to meet friends.
Mm-hmm. As I said, like they probably like his appearance with the sharper looking eyes. He like in anime archetypes and stuff like that, his particular eyes they draw as quote villain eyes, and so maybe he just seemed like he was unapproachable.
That could, you know, he definitely. There are times where he definitely has that RBF thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I take that back. There was one other character I remembered. We talked about her before we started recording, but Sbarro.
Yeah, Subaru.
Sbarro on Verifax.
And she has like, and maybe if there's a season 2, they'll dig deeper into like her past. They kind of dug deep, and she was made fun of before her color of her hair because it's like a bluish silver.
I can kind of see that because of how homogenous the Japanese culture is. If you do anything different, they make you feel weird and like kind of a freak for being different.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you're not from Japan and you stand out, they're like, oh yeah, we want to celebrate that because that's the cool thing. Yeah, it's different culture, man. It's kind of weird. But yeah, she's an interesting character. Like the way that she like approaches Rintaro, especially mid-season, where she's like, "Hey, I want you to stop seeing Kaoruko."
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting the way that she approaches it, and then that little kid that she encounters says, "Oh, I love your hair. It's so cool." And that flashes her back to the first time she meets Kaoruko, and you can kind of see why she's a little protective, but at the same time, like I don't feel like Kaoruko is one of those characters. She doesn't act like she's born yesterday.
Yeah,
she's very with it. So, yeah. What else stood out to you about this particular show?
For what it was rated, because I think it was like rated PG-13. Like I've actually watched it. I'll be watching it again through for a third time because I'm watching it with my daughter, and like I'm very particular about like the rating system of animes and like if there's fan service and like the jokes and things like that, if I find like if it would be appropriate for her. And this is one of the animes that I like, even though it's like a rated PG-13 rating, like from what I saw from when I first watched it and then the run through with for the Snack-ime, I was just like, there's nothing I find wrong with this that would
be it's so, there's nothing inappropriate with it. Like the characters are, there's not like you don't have a bunch of weird innuendos and double entendres like you would with like Ranma. There's nothing too harsh as far as the action, the behaviors like you would see in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's very, very easily watchable. I think part of the problem I got into is that I was going through and I would watch at the end of the day, and so I'd already be tired and I would end up like I'd start dozing off, even though the 30-minute episodes, like I would doze off for a couple minutes at a time because
it's very slow paced.
Long period of time.
It's very slow paced.
Yes. But again, it's one of those slow burn romances. It like if this was a book, the characters would be like doting on each other for 2/3 of the book length. So you don't see that relationship blossom, and I think again I think that's where the title of the show touches on, is that you get to see this whole relationship in full bloom. Like it comes through. There's something very organic about it.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe it's because of it's like the flowers Rintaro, and he feels that like, oh, these people are just hanging around me, like, but they'll probably leave. But he's actually like he's the way he's blooming and like his fragrance is like he's drawing people in. And he doesn't realize he is, kind of thing. That's the only thing I can think of that maybe that's might be why it's named that.
Might be. I'm actually looking up the etymology of it.
Okay.
It's Rintaro. It means. Well, it's a combination of it's a combination of 3 kanji, usually meaning rin meaning ethics, ta meaning big, and ro meaning son. So it's like ethical older son is essentially what it means, or righteous older son. And he's the only son that we see of in his family. Like he's got his mom, and I can't remember if there's any other siblings.
He has a an older brother, I believe.
Oh, does he? Okay. Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then the other one is Kaoruko. And Kaoruko's name, it's Kaoru, added to the word ko, which means child, and Kaoru means fragrant or fragrance in Japanese. So I'm curious if the title has to do with her being like this little.
That could be. Rintaro does have an older brother. He's Sotaro. So maybe if there is a season 2, maybe he'll show up.
Okay.
He's probably like off in college or something, because I don't think he was in the bakery at all.
So. I don't remember seeing him. Oh, see, because so we were talking about. I'm looking at the Japanese title,
and
it literally translates Kaoru Hana, which means fragrant flower.
Oh, okay.
And Rin to Saku, which I don't remember.
I think Saku's his last name.
No, his last name is Tsumugi.
Oh, Tsumugi, sorry.
Yeah, Tsumugi. And so let me see. I'm gonna pull up my translator. Translate.google.com. We're gonna go with Japanese.
So it's basically a play on their
yeah.
Name. Okay. Now it makes more sense.
Saku. Okay. That's not working. What does Saku mean in Japanese?
Because Hana means flower, right?
Yes, it does. It means blossom.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so it's a play on their names. So Kaoruko means fragrant child, literally. And Saku means to bloom or to blossom. And Rin goes back to the word of ethical or dignified.
Well, now we know. Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle, yes. Man, I really should have worn my G.I. Joe shirt now for that.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I know, right? So what kind of letter grade would you give this show?
I'd say a B or B plus.
Okay.
Because I know it's not going to be for everyone, kind of a thing. I was when I recommended it, I was unsure if you would like it at all, because it's like I'm unsure of certain slice of life kind of anime.
I don't mind slice of life, like
so.
I do like that kind of stuff, and it's funny because like I don't mind rom-coms. Mm-hmm. This isn't really rom-com; it's just just romance.
But it's like it's not in your face, like It's more like inner struggles that they're both having from both sides of like.
This is like better written Hallmark movie channel anime.
Yeah.
With a Japanese flair. Like if Japan had their own version of the Hallmark Channel and they only did animated movies instead of live action, this would be like their main plot thread. And it's so much better written. It's a really fun series. Mm-hmm. And I bet. And I probably wouldn't be able to get my mom to watch it because it's animated, but I bet she would probably like it. It's right up her alley.
Mom, it's okay. It's a cartoon, but it's okay. You'll like it.
She might not like it because it's kids, but like yeah, sure. They could probably be aged up about 10 years, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's better than having the same 2 actors in every single Hallmark movie. I mean, actually, it's funny because, over the Christmas holiday, I found out something very interesting about Hallmark Channel.
What?
They are this close from finding a second plot thread.
Nice.
I've had that one locked in the chamber for a while.
I'm just waiting for them to hire Will Friedle because he says he really wants to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie. So
Who does?
Will Friedle.
Oh gosh, he would be awesome.
Yeah, he talks about it in the Pod Meets World podcast. So he's just like, that is like one of his main dreams is to be on a Hallmark movie.
He still looks pretty decent enough to be like the leading man. Mm-hmm. I could see him being like the flannel wearing single dad.
Yeah.
Owning the bakery. Or the flannel wearing single dad who owns the Christmas tree farm.
There you go.
Or the flannel wearing dad who owns a niche marshmallow confectionery.
All the fancy ones.
He falls in love with the one girl from the city who decides to come to the small town and open up a bed and breakfast / cocoa shop.
There you go. Someone's gonna steal your idea now.
Hallmark's already doing that. They're already doing that. Nobody has to steal anything. It's already done.
I know about Christmas tree farms, but I didn't know about like the cocoa /
There's a channel on or an account on that I've seen on social media where it's like if people in Hallmark movies were actually real.
Oh man!
And it's this guy he's like, why is everybody in the town wearing flannel? Why am I wearing flannel?
Yeah.
He's like, when your town lives or dies on the economy of your Christmas tree farm, your seasonal Christmas tree farm, you've got a problem.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, this is why Japanese slices of life is so much better because they actually have like real issues.
Yep.
It's not seasonal. It's, life changing.
Yep.
So much better characterization. Even the secondary and tertiary characters have better characterization than what you see.
Mm.
Like all of Rintaro's friends at school were they're morons. But like,
so for that one guy, the
one with the red hair,
the one that was like that could was really good at studying and stuff, but then he was upset when they're like, well, you're not really that great of a teacher. He's like, what? What do you mean?
Calling the teacher out.
Maybe we're just horrible students. Maybe we just don't understand it. Try again.
Oh man, yeah, I would give the show at least a B, maybe a B+. And that's just because it's not usually my cup of tea, but it was fun to watch. It was kind of a nice palate cleanser from some of the other things that we've watched that were really high energy, really manic kind of things. Like, I mean, Ramen 1/2 is I keep coming back to that because that's our our pilot episode, but like we've done 4 episodes on that show so far, and it's really chaotic. It's really frenetic. And it was nice to have something that it was a nice change of pace for what we do. It was good. It wasn't action oriented. It wasn't goofy comedy. It was just very, very nice, serious characters living in the moment and getting to know each other. And you had really fun character development. So, although it makes me wonder what the child labor laws are in Japan, because working for your family cannot be easy. I've worked for my parents before. It sucks. I remember because my mom does taxes. She used to run H&R Block offices in our county. She had 5 offices within 3 or 4 towns. And I was working at one of them back in, this was 2013. And she said that she needed my help. And I'm like, okay, fine, but do not put me in your main office. I don't want to be around you. What did she do? She put me in her main office. And we hit this slow patch in the season. It was like late February, early March. And she comes walking up to me. I'm filing. I'm cold calling clients that hadn't been in and hadn't scheduled their appointments yet, just to try and get them in. And she comes up behind me and she just starts like pestering me. There's clients in the office. There's other coworkers. And then I hear her say, "Hey, Karen, watch this." Flicked me in the side of my ear, right where my earring is. I'm like, "What are you doing? This is harassment. I can sue you for this. I can take you to court. I can win a labor case."
But you're her kid.
Doesn't matter. I was an adult.
That's going to be her
13
excuse.
years ago.
That would be her excuse. He's my kid.
I was 31.
I was in this much hours of labor with him. I'm okay. He should be okay with me flicking his ear that one time.
It wasn't one time. It wasn't one time. She kept doing it all day long because she was bored. She had one client the entire day. One of those times where she flicked me in the ear, I was filing something in the cabinet.
Oh, no.
I dropped a stack of files because she flicked me. Thank God she's not watching this. She'd probably be like, "I did no such thing." To which
She's gonna drive over to your house and flick you.
She like sneaks up from behind the pirate flag behind me and just, "Ah, where'd you come from?" The moon. Anyway, I think we've hit our quota of goofy shop talk.
Yeah.
So what do we have on the docket for next month?
It is called Fragrant of Journey's End, I believe is the full title. Let me double check. And
Jenae Singing is brought to you by Jenae Singing.
Oh, sorry. Fragrant Beyond Journey's End. Sorry.
Beyond Journey's End. Okay.
Beyond Journey's End. I thought it was.
Don't be confused with There and Back Again.
Yeah.
That's A Hobbit's Tale.
Yes. But that is what we are watching. It follows an elf on her quests and like what other like between humans and dwarves and other creatures and how like she interacts with them and stuff like that from when they're young to when they're old, kind of a thing. And her basically being semi-oblivious to her own mortality sometimes. And then like realizing like, hey, maybe I should have done that back in the past because I miss these people, or this happened, or like it was just 30 years for me, but it was 30 years for them and now they're old.
Right.
That's still me.
Yeah,
they can't jump off that cliff or anything anymore. They can't fight this dragon anymore because they're old.
Yeah.
I'm old, but I still look spry.
Yes. If only that were the case. My knees could definitely use with being, 400 years old and having the joint of a 16-year-old. It'd be nice. It would be nice. Cool. I'm looking forward to that one. That looks good. So, Jenae, how can people get connected with you?
They can go on Instagram through my old drawing challenges at JELXNB. And then I'm on the Geek Gauntlet podcast at on Saturdays, 7 Pacific Standard Time, where we talk about different nerdy things that and news throughout the week. So,
and we're as far as this broadcast, this is let's just say that we're on the 13th of February. Is there going to be one for Valentine's Day?
I don't believe so. I think we are taking that day off.
I think so too, mainly just for the fact that Will hates Valentine's Day. Which I get it. I understand. I've only had 2, maybe 3 good Valentine's days ever in 44 years.
I'm sorry. I personally don't like the holiday either, so my husband's off the hook. So
you at least have a Valentine.
Technically, yes. We always try to make it really special for the kids, though.
So. What do you mean technically yes? You've been married how long? Matt, she doesn't think of you as a Valentine.
Oh, he knows I don't like the holidays, so he's off the hook. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's always known. He usually tries to do like something special that's not Valentine's-y on the 13th. So.
You know what you guys should do that's special that's not Valentine's-y on the 13th? Come on down to California and celebrate my birthday with me. It's a Friday. Ooh, and since it's Friday the 13th, he should start chasing you around the house dressed like Jason. I mean, you've got the blonde wig. You can run around like the final girl.
I've never actually watched any of.
Neither have I. So. Neither have I. The only movie with Jason Voorhees that I've actually watched was Freddy vs. Jason back in the early 2000s. Just because a buddy of mine wanted to go see it. I'm like, this is the dumbest piece of crap I've ever seen.
I watched a few of the Halloween movies, but I have not watched any of the Friday the 13th movies. So.
I could not care less about Friday the 13th. Although, with Super Bowl today, they had a trailer right before the game for the new Scream movie, and I am so there for it. I love that franchise. It's one of a handful of horror franchises that I love.
I've actually never seen that one either. So
really, oh, dude, it's so fun. It gets the third one gets a little goofy because they go to Hollywood, and so it starts getting really like ultra meta. But I love the way it turns out. It's such a fun series. So I think you would like it. It's got great actors, great performances. Matthew Lillard is actually coming back for this one, so I'm excited.
He's like, he does a lot of range for like what you would think he would do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's done a lot of different stuff. Like he was in SLC Punk. He was in the first Scream movie. Scooby-Doo. Shaggy in Scooby-Doo. And he even provided the voice. He was in 13 Ghosts, and he actually played like a weird version of himself in She's All That.
I forgot about that. I have seen that.
A lot of people have. But it was the movie that made people fall in love with Rachel Lee Cook. And can you blame them?
She is adorable.
She's still adorable. She's
really cool like so.
She's pushing 50 and she's still looks fantastic. Mm-hmm. So kudos on her. I would date her in a heartbeat. So, Rachel Lee Cook, if you're watching this, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, I'm single. Maybe my family needs to own a bakery. As for me, you guys can connect with me on Instagram and X at GKJ_publishing, where I talk about my books, The Archives of a Sink Ran. In fact, I am doing this fancy schmancy giveaway of a box set handmade by me. And I'll be doing that giveaway at the end of the month. You can, if you follow me, there will be links and everything in the description. And then I also have my own show on YouTube called The Right Way, where we talk book recommendations, author interviews, and creative writing tips. In fact, Valentine's Day is actually going to be the newest episode. So if you're watching this on Friday, tomorrow you'll see that new episode drop. So without any further ado, we're going to wrap it up here. Remember, check out all the cool shows on Feast of Fandoms, including MCU Mondays, Captain Logs and Lightsabers. We have a two-parter of Star Wars with War of the Stars, which is one of the other shows I'm on, and Cantina Happy Hour. That's Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then, of course, Saturday, as Jenae mentioned, with the Geek Gauntlet. You can't go wrong with that because she's on there and she's hot. And then we've got Kat, who's on there, who's hot. Then we've got Diamond, who's on there. And I have no idea what Diamond looks like, but I'm assuming she's hot. She sounds hot. And then, of course, we've got, the guys like Ando and Tyler and Will. And I mean, they're there. And I occasionally show up, scare everybody away. So, yeah. That's going to do it for us. Again, as Jenae said, we're going to be watching Furin. So join us for that. We will see you next month.